And we're live. Awesome. Hold
Sweet.
on. Let me. There we go.
She's crazy like a fool. What about Daddy Cool? She believes in him. She loves her daddy.
Welcome, y'all. So nice. What was your inspiration for playing that tonight, Classy?
I don't know, man. Just you know, Daddy's cool.
Daddy's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, thank you guys for joining the stream tonight. We are starting. I know you guys got a little bonus stream earlier in the week where we debated with a couple of misfits if abortion should be publicly funded. If you guys didn't see that earlier, obviously you can check it on the channel later. I wanted to have a little wrap-up conversation about that. So I know off stream you were asking me about because I had changed my mind on the life of the mother when it comes to abortion.
Mm-hmm.
So did you want to? So yeah, I mean, basically you kind of don't know why. I think that you don't know why I think that abortion should still be illegal in the life of the mother, right?
Whoa.
And
sure. Go on.
Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that yeah, I don't quite understand the rationale behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that it should be legal in any sense. I mean, I don't think it should be legal, obviously, but that wasn't the conversation. But yeah, man, I'm against it in every sense of the word and the action. And yeah, I mean, just because I know, and there's been several cases of where, you know, the doctors tell the mom or the mother that they should have an abortion to guarantee their life, and the mom's instinct is to still want the baby,
Right.
of course. And when they do that, there's been plenty of babies who have survived and moms who survived, so it's not like a end all be all, you know. So
All right, Dreamer, let me ask you something.
mm,
Do you think children should go use gender reassignment surgery?
yeah, if they're 18 years old and they want to
No,
do
what
it.
if they're not 18 years old?
Um, I mean, I don't agree with it, but yeah, and I think if the parents do it, I mean, I think that's child abuse. Why do you
Okay.
ask?
Okay, what if I told you that there's one case where the child went to gender reassignment surgery and they ended up, well, like they, just like a normal person functioning in society?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not arguing from one case, right? So,
But you kind of sound like you are. You're saying like, oh, here are these few cases where the mother ended up fine and the child ended up fine. Therefore, generally speaking, we shouldn't allow it.
I mean, like I said, that is one case. I don't have any. I mean, I don't have that. I mean, it's just my belief. It's just my opinion. I mean, I don't have any. I can probably come back to you with some studies and, you know, show you that as why it should be. But, you know, I just think it's a very ugly thing, and, you know, honestly, it's, you know, one of the worst things ever invented. And
Okay, I mean, I agree with you, but I'm just saying like it's a necessary evil, at least when it's like a medical
think
procedure that could save the woman's life, and the mother's life is at risk.
yeah, I mean, this is a very touchy topic. I don't have a concrete answer for you. You know, I'm honestly, and like I said, many times, you know, I can say something, like I'll tweet something or I'll talk about something, and then, you know, later down the line I change my mind, and then people will be like, "Oh, like you said this earlier," and it's like, I know. I mean, I'm every single day I'm changing my opinions.
Okay.
You know, it's like that. Like, I don't have like a, you know, hey, like this is my concrete opinion and this is why. You know, I think abortion should be something very taboo, and, you know, it's become something non-taboo. That's why in the stream I was showing you guys that billboard that they're showing in the black neighborhoods, basically showing that to black women, that they're trying to show to black women that this is kind of like a spa day, you know, where it's like just this nonchalant thing, and it's like, this is, I mean, it's pure propaganda in my opinion. But I mean, that's pretty much it. I guess we can talk about it on another. I mean, we can have some more talks about it. The question over at that last stream was just if it should be publicly funded. Honestly, I mean, yeah, if I just think whatever. I'm not here trying to, like, I'd rather it not be legal, but it is legal. I just don't want to pay for it. That's it. So if you want an abortion, you know, so yeah, I mean, we can talk about that till the cows come home.
Sure.
But we wanted to touch base on a couple topics here.
Sure.
So obviously, guys, if you see here the name of the stream, Just Do It, the Nike Colin Kaepernick thing. Are you familiar with that, Classy, or not really?
Nike's ad with Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, I think I know what happened.
So, yeah. Fallout now. So yeah, there's been a lot of people just freaking out about it, and personally, you know, I just think that you know, this has been kind of the topic of the week. So generally, guys, with the streams, we'll have like one of the main topics. We'll talk about it for most of the bulk of the majority of the stream, and then we will go into current events. So this will kind of be the main topic with this. I've talked about the whole Colin Kaepernick situation, and just a very brief summary for anyone who's been living under a rock and has no idea what I'm talking about. With Colin Kaepernick, you know, obviously, last season, or either 2 seasons or 1 season ago, Colin Kaepernick decided to start kneeling during the national anthem, and it's basically affected our culture so much where, you know, because people agree with it, disagree with it, and Donald Trump was even, like, you know, during his speeches talking about it, saying that, you know, people who kneel during the anthem, they should be fired because, you know, this is, you know, protesting, you know, during you're trying to mix like politics with, you know, something that shouldn't have politics mixed with it. And you know, there's a whole thing with it. And when you look at the statistics too, there's a lot of racial divide as well. If you look at the statistics, people who agree with the kneeling and don't agree with it, basically the majority of white people disagree with it, the majority of black people agree with it, right? Mm-hmm. And it's basically just kind of, there has been, because of the media, and in my opinion, because of the media, because of this, you know, people would want to blame Donald Trump, but, you know, we have had this rise of racial tensions and people talking about race more than ever. I'm honestly kind of sick of it. But because of the media and everything like that. When it comes to the whole Colin Kaepernick situation, I mean, I've said my opinion before, is that that's the beautiful thing about America, is that we live in a country where we can express whatever opinion we want without repercussions. We can criticize the government without repercussions. So, you know, even if people are saying like, oh, they hate the president, fuck the president, and they got piñatas and shit, I'm not one of those like, oh, you're disrespecting the president, oh my god, da, da, da. You know, and I'm not a Trump supporter, which a lot of people think I am. I'm not. But you know, the thing with that is that we should fight for the freedoms for people to do that, because that is what America is all about. America is all about protesting and, you know, standing up for your rights, even if you completely disagree with it, you know. But anyway, they had this campaign. I'm kind of rambling now. I wanted to watch this little video with you guys for you to get your reaction. So basically, he released a ad Nike released an ad featuring Colin Kaepernick, saying something about him sacrificing everything. So I wanted to play this for you guys and get your reaction, and this will be kind of like one of the main topics for tonight. So let's take a look at this video real quick.
Now over Nike's Colin Kaepernick ad. It has stirred up a lot of controversy even before it's airing tonight during the NFL season opener. ESPN's Ryan Smith is here with the story. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, George, the wait is over. Colin Kaepernick's Just Do It Nike ad unveiled by the quarterback with a tweet. And just like Kaepernick, the ad and his involvement is simultaneously drawing praise and sparking backlash.
Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything.
It's the ad everyone's been waiting for.
Don't just watch football, play it.
Nike's Just Do It commercial, with former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick as its narrator and centerpiece.
Become the greatest athlete ever. Yeah, that's more like it. So don't ask if your dreams are crazy. Ask if they're crazy enough.
The 2-minute commercial, viewed at least 15 million times just since its release yesterday afternoon.
If they laugh at what you think you can do. Good.
Yeah, I mean, Nike is obviously going for the emotional heartstrings when they play this, and I just think that they knew exactly what they were doing. You know, we're gonna watch another video here where you're having people like burning their Nike stuff, and it's like, dude, I'm wearing I'm wearing a Nike shirt right now, and this isn't what.
Burn it. That's un-American.
I know, right?
That's un-American.
God damn it, freaking. You know, Colin Kaepernick disrespecting the goddamn troops. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna watch some videos of people burning their Nike gear. It doesn't make sense. If you're upset at Nike because of one fucking ad, you know, you should be upset at everybody. Why aren't we upset at Nike because of their sweatshops? You know, we're upset because of an ad. you know, it honestly doesn't make sense. A lot of the people complaining about this want to complain about, you know, snowflakes and being sensitive and stuff, and then they're the ones burning their shit. And it doesn't make sense too. It's like you already bought this stuff.
I kind of like the memes that come out of it. I don't know if you've seen the one where it shows like a sweatshop worker, and it says, "Just do it, even if it means sacrificing everything."
Yeah, exactly. The memes, yeah, I mean, that's when you know something is very popular, is when we have like memes, when it's become an official meme and stuff. So, yeah, and as far as Colin Kaepernick here's the thing too. When it comes to Nike, it's like they're capitalizing on this. If anyone's going to be upset, the reason I'm kind of upset at Nike, not upset like I really care, to be honest, but people are upset at Nike because they're promoting Colin Kaepernick, and Nike is taking advantage of this situation. They don't care about Colin Kaepernick's cause, which is, you know, police brutality and black people being killed by the police. You know, they don't really care about that cause. You know, Nike just wants to cash in on being woke and like featuring this guy and featuring Colin Kaepernick. You know, so they're totally capitalizing on this. So people are upset at Nike for the wrong reasons. And when you have people overreacting and burning their shit, burning their Nike gear and stuff, that is playing into Nike what they wanted you to do. You think they're there like worrying about that? They knew when they did that,
no,
people were going to do that.
People are literally going into Nike, buying their shoes just to burn them. Like, bro, like what you're doing is just going to profit off. Like, look, if you want to boycott, that's fine. But like, what you're doing is just making, you're just going to make Nike make millions more, you know?
Yeah, and it's kind of annoying too with this whole boycott thing. Like, you know, like, oh, we don't like this, we're going to boycott it, you know, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
The ad campaign and Nike's choice of Kaepernick widely seen as a not-so-subtle nod from the company in support of the quarterback's commitment to speaking out about race issues and police brutality.
Sorry, Nike.
Some angry customers burning their sneakers or cutting the brand's logos off their socks.
Oh, no.
Dude, this is so fucking stupid. Like,
hey, if there's any like conservatives or whatever people who are burning their shoes, can you give those to me? Size 11 or 11.5 works fine, you know? Just saying. Like, you could burn them, sure, but like, I would appreciate them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, ever since, like, when did this start? I think all this like burning your shit and posting on social media, the first time I remember seeing something like that was like when LeBron James left the Cleveland Cavaliers. And if you're not in sports, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but this was back in like 2009, no, I think it was 2010, like the summer of 2010, I'm pretty sure, where LeBron James left the Cavaliers and everyone was burning his jersey and like posting on social media. I just think where like social media is just, it shows like how stupid people are, to be honest, when they like upload like videos of themselves like burning their stuff. Like I remember last year because of this NFL thing, like this guy was like a lifelong Steelers fan, probably still is. I mean, who knows?
Sure.
And the Steelers were under heat because they didn't come out during the national anthem, and he was so mad that he took like all his Steelers gear and like put it in like a, you know, like a grill and started burning it, and it was like on the verge of tears, like on social media, like, oh my god, like never again, like I fought for this country and stuff. And it's like, dude, this is what America is about. Like, you cannot agree. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with Colin Kaepernick. I don't agree with his message. I think the police brutality narrative is bullshit. I completely believe that. However, it's okay for people to express their opinion.
Yeah.
Like, that is what America is about. That's what the First Amendment is about. We all have different opinions. We all have different leanings. Even if they're stupid, you know, that's why we allow. So, I just, when I see people burning their shit and, like, dude's cutting, like, the Nike logo off his socks. Like, oh, yeah, I'm sure Nike is, you know, crying in their Cheerios. Like, no.
President Trump.
Oh, were you gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna say that you know, I don't really have to agree with Colin Kaepernick's views on whatever. I don't really agree with his politics, but I find it pretty funny that a lot of people are saying that he's disrespecting the flag, he's disrespecting soldier. I'm friends with like an actual person who's in the armed force, and he says like he honestly doesn't care. He says most people in the army don't care. Like they just, you know, like they have more important things to worry about, and of course it is their constitutional right. Doesn't mean that they like Colin Kaepernick, but they just say that like it is technically his right. So, you know.
Yeah, and it's like it's a form of a peaceful protest. They're literally like kneeling, like they're literally just, yeah. This is it's the definition of a peaceful protest. Now, if they were like running on the, pissing on the American flag, like okay, now I see the point. But when there's just simply kneeling, it's like, yeah, you guys look fucking stupid, you know, but, you know, you guys are millionaire crybabies, but whatever, you know, that's your right to do that. But, you know, that's what I understand. And then Trump gets involved too. Let's see what he's going to say here.
Oh, the Trump master.
Voicing his own disapproval, tweeting, Nike is getting absolutely killed with anger and boycotts. I wonder if they had any idea that it would be this way. But many others, especially fellow athletes, praising the campaign and its star. The growing list of supporters, including giants like LeBron James.
I stand with Nike every day, all day.
Serena Williams.
They're not afraid, and I feel like that was a really powerful statement to a lot of other companies.
And Tom Brady, the NFL lending its support in a statement as well, saying the social justice issues that Colin and other professional athletes have raised deserve our attention and action.
Whoa.
So Ryan, all this is going to hit during the opener tonight. Everyone going to be watching as well what happens during the anthem.
Right.
What kind of penalties will players face if they kneel?
As of now, none. The NFL faced backlash when they put out their policy saying they were going to penalize players for kneeling. They pulled that policy back, agreed to do something with the union, but nothing has happened yet. So unless something changes in the next several hours, players looks like they will not be penalized if they kneel.
Thanks very much.
Nothing happens that fast.
Nope, not with the NFL.
Thank you, Ryan.
Why do people say penalized? Isn't it penalized?
I don't know. Different accents, different regions. Penalized is how I would pronounce it. Yeah.
Penalized. So yeah, this was one of the videos too I wanted to show about the burning thing. Like, I just think it's just very weak-minded when they do this shit.
The Advance Auto Parts Freedom to Choose oil change bundles include 5 quarts of either Castrol Edge, Valvoline Advance, or Pennzoil Platinum full synthetic motor oil, and any Purolator Boss oil filter for only $32.99. Think ahead. Think Advance.
Oh my god! Like, this is the shit I hate. This is the shit when he's filming this purely for social media attention. He's like, you know how many sneakers are out there to buy? It's all about me. It's all about like, look at the attention on me, guys. Look how upset I am. Look how, you know, this is a form of virtue signaling. You know, usually the virtue signaling comes from the other side. It comes from the left. But this is kind of virtue signaling on the right too. You know, it's not exclusive to any political leaning.
You're gonna go ahead and say, hey, buy them our shoes. We stand with people who kneel for the national anthem. Well, sorry, Nike. I've been buying you for the past 20 plus years. Not anymore.
Oh, how will they ever survive by, you know, doing this? Oh my god. You know, it's crazy, dude. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I just laughed when I first saw the video of the burning shoes. I didn't even know what was the context of the situation. I just thought it was funny though.
Yeah, it's just people they want to stand up for the military. You know, usually it's people like going crazy. It's usually they've never served. They have nothing to do with the military. They just want to show to other people like, look how virtuous I am. Like, I'm burning my Nike stuff. And yeah, I'm never gonna.
Like I said though, like I've talked to like someone who's in the military, and like he says that like, yeah, they just don't care. They really don't.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, and people from the military too. People want to like treat it as another issue. It's like they're disrespecting the military. He's not disrespecting the military. He's had people from the military collaborate with him and talk about this. You guys just want to, I don't know, make nothing out of something, or yeah, make something out of nothing. So.
Not only am I burning my favorite pair of Nikes, you are burning your sales. Have a good day.
Damn, that was his favorite pair.
Like, just listen to this dude's voice. Like, so honestly,
you know, I kind of want Adidas and like other shoe brands to do the same thing and see if like how many people are like all the other shoe brands like do the exact same thing in solidarity, and just it ends up with like there being like some sort of epidemic of people not being able to use shoes because they all are supporting Colin Kaepernick. It's fun. It'll be funny that happened.
Adidas is about to pass Nike as well. Colin Kaepernick, I mean, has nothing to do with that. It's because of the what is it? Kanye West and shit. His Yeezys are like because of that, like Adidas is exploding. But I kind of live in that world, so that I know a bit about that. So, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. You know, there's not much to say with the Nike thing. I'm kind of sick and tired of this whole national anthem talk. Like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, dude, it's an old subject, and you know, if you don't want to watch NFL, don't watch the fucking NFL. Like some dudes kneeling, you know, the football players kneeling in the beginning of the game. You know, it's not ruining the game for me. You know, I think they show too where like the people who like kneel during the anthem, like they usually end up playing worse as well because there's probably like there's anxiety on them or something. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, dude. Hopefully this dies down soon. You know, it's just kind of like the flavor of their month. If it's not this, there's gonna be something else later. You know, so. But we're gonna jump into current events. So there was, did you see about this? The Brazilian presidential candidate, he was stabbed at a campaign event. Did you see that?
I think I've heard of it. I'm not sure. I've heard about like Brazil has like this new far right guy who's a little bit, I don't know, not too friendly when it comes to the gays, and I think he said something about like if his son was gay, like he wouldn't accept him, and some other controversial things. But yeah,
I didn't hear about that. I mean I could be wrong, but I'm not saying that's not true. I mean, I didn't see that, but people are comparing him. And for people who don't know too, I mean, Brazil back in 2014, they had to like throw out all of the they literally had to like do a cleanup in the government because these tapes were released showing that the last president, Dilma, was like accepting some sort of thing in the government. I don't know the exact story. It's been so long, but you know, any freaking corruption. You know, every government is kind of corrupt in a way, but Latin American countries seem to have, like, for some reason, the most corrupt governments in the world. And Brazil is no exception. And basically, this candidate, you know, he wants to kind of copy United States. He wants to emulate United States. He says things like how, you know, he wants to follow the United States in terms of policies, and you know, people call this guy, his name's Bolsonaro. They call him like the Brazilian Donald Trump, and he said himself that he wants to follow. He wants to follow policies of Donald Trump. So he has very right-wing opinions, very right-wing policies that he wants to enact. And I mean, I will be honest. That's why I am kind of a fan of him, and I think
I don't know, man. This guy, like I see Donald Trump. He's kind of a moderate compared to this Brazilian guy. Like, I looked at his policies, and he's also made some pretty interesting statements regarding eugenics. I think you should check that out. Maybe that might change your mind because you're, you know, pro-life. But
yeah, I mean, I'll check it out for definitely. I just think out of all of the like just because I like a candidate, I mean, doesn't mean I agree with everything.
Okay.
You know, honestly, he's just like the only choice. You know, I think if Brazil is going to succeed as someone who, I mean, if people don't know, I'm Brazilian from Brazil. For Brazil to succeed, they do need to follow more right-wing policies. They need to fucking lower taxes. That's why their economy almost crashed a couple of years ago. It's because they adopted more left-wing policies, and they adopted all these government programs that just were milking the taxes out of people. So yeah, the lowering the taxes help the people. This guy wanted to do that, but the main reason we're reacting to this is because, I mean, regardless of my opinion, the main reason we're reacting to this is because he pretty much has sealed the deal when it comes to being elected because of this. Because I guess we'll watch this here. So he was at a an event, a campaign event, and this is what happened.
Damn.
So yeah, he was stabbed by a by a left wing. So basically, he was stabbed by the Brazilian version of like Antifa down there. They're kind of like a communist socialist party that went and stabbed him.
Yeah.
And this is confirmed, by the way. This isn't speculation. This isn't just, you know, whatever. And I, you know, it's kind of hilarious because I was thinking, like, yeah, I mean, like, look at the you know, this political group in Brazil that, you know, that's left wing, they are the ones saying that they're for peace and they're for, you know, just like Antifa, they say that they're for peace and they want to get rid of fascism and stuff, but then they go to a campaign event dressed up in all black and actually they were trying to kill him. He went to stab the dude's heart, but missed. Someone like realized what was going on and moved the guy's hand, so he stabbed him in his stomach instead. And he survived. I think he was in critical condition or something, and he's surviving in the hospital. But you know, it's kind of like a Greek tragedy because now, or the Streisand effect, because now you want people to, you know, they did this. Now everyone in the world has seen this video. Everyone in the world is seeing what's going on, and all that's doing is making this guy more famous and making him, like I said, it pretty much sealed the presidential campaign. So, yeah. So,
doesn't Brazil? I mean, look, like I said, I don't support the stabbing, obviously, and regardless of his views, he shouldn't get stabbed. But, damn, doesn't Brazil have like a moderate party, or we just want to have things normal party?
I mean, it's not that. It's just like with politics. There's a left and there's a left and a right dynamic, and in my, you know, from my experience, what I've seen, the more left Brazil seems to go, the worse it gets, because you know. But I mean, obviously, I'm kind of biased or whatever, but whatever. But what I was trying to say is, like, this pretty much has sealed the deal. This guy is going to become the president because he was the most popular candidate. They didn't like him. They decided to stab him. And because of social media, because of the internet, everyone reported this. Everyone is watching it all over the world. People know about this all over the world. And they pretty much sealed the deal for him to win. So it's like, yeah, you guys, they didn't like him, and now they decided to do this. And it's like, boom, you guys ended up making him get elected. So, but yeah, I mean, as someone who's from Brazil, I'm not surprised when some shit like this happens too, whenever there's violence. And that's why I left. So, let's see what's the next video here. Oh, did you see this, by the way? Did you see the Joe Rogan Elon Musk interview, or you're not really?
Man, I haven't seen that one yet. I've seen the memes, but I haven't seen it. So
I stayed up to watch it because it was like 9:30 Pacific time. So for my time, it was like midnight, like 12:30 at night. And yeah, it was a pretty interesting discussion.
I'll watch it later, though.
Yeah, they talked about like a lot of interesting stuff. Like they talked about like AI, what Tesla's doing, like the Boring Company, which is to help solve traffic in Los Angeles, which is like these tunnels underneath Los Angeles to like help transport people and stuff. I mean, he's trying to do crazy things. He talked about the flamethrowers that he made. That Tesla sells flamethrowers. It's pretty crazy.
I'm sorry, can I say something about Elon Musk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, I don't hate Elon Musk. In fact, I like the dude a lot. I think that he's definitely is going to go down in the history books. Maybe not for the right reasons, but he will go down the history books. And there's a lot of stuff I like that, he's doing the SpaceX, which I think is really cool and very, very important, actually. And Tesla. Big fan of Tesla. Might even get myself a Tesla somewhere down the line. But to be fair, but the thing is, I think he's overrated. Like, he's a decent engineer and a great businessman. So if anything, he's basically the Steve Jobs of cars and technology and that sort of stuff. So he's great at like business and marketing and that sort of stuff, but I think he's like really overrated. Like, he says a lot of these weird things and people just like eat it up, just, oh, it's Elon Musk, this guy, like, he's like so smart, he knows everything, it's like, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but look what he's doing, dude. I mean, he's look who he is. Like, he's created the Tesla. He's got all he launched that car into space. He has all this ambition.
That's not even a big deal. Like, that's not even. Oh yeah, he launched the car into space. Like, cool. Like,
what have you done? I mean, compared to.
Oh, come on.
Compared to us. Yeah, I mean, compared to us
I can
peasants,
argue like that's like a waste of resources though. Like, that doesn't really achieve anything. It just, oh wow, you put a car into space, cool. Like, tell me, how is that gonna advance like freaking space exploration? Well, now we know that cars can survive in space. Yay! Like, come on.
He doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's a G. Like, he felt. That's the funny thing when you watch the Joe Rogan review. He's like, Joe Rogan's like, why did you like want to mass produce a flamethrower? And he's like, oh, just because I saw it in Spaceballs. Because in Spaceballs they had it.
Yeah, but
in Spaceballs he said they had flamethrowers during. I haven't even seen Spaceballs, by the way. So, but he said in Spaceballs there was a scene where the kids were like in the grocery section, and just in the background there was flamethrowers. So he just felt like making a flamethrower because of that. Like, yeah, dude, like, and he just did it. Like, I just love that attitude. I just love that, like, I don't give a fuck attitude. I'm gonna do whatever I want. Like, when you're a billionaire, you're a baller. Like, you're just gonna do what you want.
But like, that doesn't mean I can't freaking criticize you. I'm just saying, like, this guy has a cult following, and when people criticizing him, they act like it's like the worst thing ever. It's like, look, I like the guy. I definitely take a lot of inspiration from him. But I'm just saying, I think they're like making him more than he's out to be. That's what I'm trying to say, though. I'm just trying to say Nikola Tesla is an OG, not Elon Musk.
But Nikola Tesla is Elon Musk. What is he doing now? Like, Elon Musk today.
No. Name one invention Elon Musk did that compares to like anything Nikola Tesla did.
The freaking his rockets that are going to space, cars.
Okay.
Tesla.
Sure.
It's one of a kind.
Those are good. Like, I'm not saying that he hasn't done anything, but like in terms of like scientific advancement, it doesn't even compare to Nikola Tesla. Like, Nikola Tesla changed our understanding of physics. That's why we have a unit of measurement named after him. I think it like measures like the magnetic field or something like that.
Well, sure, man. I just whatever, I just think he's it was a very interesting watch. Everyone wants to criticize everyone wants to criticize people who are doing great things, and then it's like, what are you doing? Then like I had someone else like that's how I see it, because like people are like, oh yeah, like I was talking to this friend of mine, and she's like, Kanye West, he's crazy, and he should start doing this, like saying what Kanye West should do. and I'm literally like, Kanye West. He married the queen of social media. He's like, his clothing, his shoes are blowing up. He's living the best life you can live. I think he's fine. I think he's doing just fine without your advice. I literally say that to her because it's like, you know, don't people want to like armchair criticize or armchair back like other people like what they're doing. It's like, you know, unless you're on their level, like, you shouldn't be saying anything. I mean, that's just my perspective. So, but he was on the show and he smoked some Mary Jane, and after that, the Tesla stock dropped 9%, which is hilarious. Yeah, and it's dumb, but I'm gonna play this video to see what happened. And this was kind of like the biggest story after his interview, which I thought was just really just stupid. It didn't make sense. So let's take a look at this.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk is the subject of a new controversy after he appeared to smoke marijuana during a podcast interview. Musk was a guest on the Joe Rogan Experience Thursday. And on Friday, Tesla's stock also took a hit, plunging more than 6%.
Gee, man, where's your genius now? Where's your genius?
Meg Oliver has more on Tesla's.
I literally just said that he's a great businessman, though. That was like the one thing I said, that, like, you know, he's like the Steve Jobs of freaking cars and stuff like that. I still think he is, but what the hell? It's stupid.
Well, before he did it, Joe Rogan was like, he was smoking, and Elon Musk was like, "Hey, what's that?" And asked him, he's like, "Oh, it's just, you know, some weed. He's just a blunt." And he's like, "You can't smoke this, right? Because of stockholders." And Elon was like, I don't know. And then Joe Rogan was like, "It's legal. I mean, it's legal."
It's legal where?
Yeah, it's in Los Angeles. They're in Los Angeles, so it's like,
okay.
it's completely legal. It just doesn't make sense. It's just, you know, they're drinking. I want to see like a story of, you know, because they were also drinking whiskey, right? So I want to see a story on CBS where someone's stock drops because, I don't know, freaking, you know, Mark Zuckerberg was in a bar drinking whiskey, and then the Facebook stock drops because of that. You're never going to see that story. I just think it's stupid how alcohol and marijuana, you know, marijuana kills nobody. Alcohol kills people every day, you know, and people have different attitudes about it. And
I'm actually really anti-alcohol. I think alcohol's worse than marijuana.
Yeah, I mean, it's not subjective. It is worse. I mean, like I said, people die of alcohol poisoning. People have withdrawals from alcoholism, drunk driving, and marijuana has none of that. I mean, if you smoke too much marijuana, you'll pass out. You know, so that's pretty much it.
Hey, man, don't drink and drive. Smoke and fly.
Yeah, I know, right? We'll be smoking, having our Tesla flying cars soon. They talked about flying cars in the episode too, man. Sure. That's what I'm saying, dude. This dude is he's the modern day Tony Stark. You know, he's gonna make some fucking Iron Man suits soon and start selling Iron Man suits to everybody. Watch, I'm predicting that. Okay. You heard it here first.
Good morning.
Good morning. Rogan's interview with Musk was in California, where recreational marijuana use is legal. But this is one of many PR troubles for Elon Musk and Tesla. The company's debt was downgraded to junk status in March by Moody's Investor Service. Musk even joked the company was bankrupt in a tweet on April Fool's Day. It all makes you wonder if Tesla could go up in smoke.
It's tobacco and marijuana in there. That's all it is.
Smoking what podcast host Joe Rogan said was a marijuana and tobacco joint is just the newest controversy for Elon Musk. His Tesla company is mired in a federal investigation and faces shareholder lawsuits.
What?
That's after Musk tweeted he was considering taking the company private last month, a move that boosted Tesla stock prices at the time. CBS This Morning co-anchor Gayle King spoke with Musk in April.
I'm definitely under stress, so if I seem like I'm not under stress, then I'm going to be clear, I'm definitely under stress.
He said Tesla was going through production hell, but he felt positive about its future.
I'm feeling pretty optimistic about where Tesla is at this point. I can have a clear understanding of the path out of hell.
But the feeling may not be mutual.
Yeah, it's like people. Here's the thing too. Like this is what kind of pisses me off is that people they want to see like these tech giants fail. Like, you know, I'm watching this thing. It's like the lady is like, some people think that he's gonna go up in smoke, and it's like, I guess it's just the law of the land. It's like when you're out to do great things, everyone is gonna criticize you. I guess so. I mean, I guess that's just the way it is.
Sure.
Well, Tesla
Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
lost more than $700 million in the second quarter this year, and after Musk's appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, Tesla's stock plunged before closing at its lowest price since March 2017. Dr. Howard Combs is a professor at the San Jose State Lucas College of Business. He said Musk's behavior could smoke out more investors.
Oh boy.
If they believe you've lost the magic touch and you really are kind of stumbling out of the gate now and not really sure where you're going, they will punish you and punish you severely.
Tesla also saw a string of high-profile departures this week. On Friday, its chief accounting officer, David Morton, left after working there for just 1 month. Max Chafkin covers technology for Bloomberg Business Week. Last month, he told us Musk was becoming a distraction from the work.
How
Tesla
young is
does.
that guy? He looks like he's 16.
He looks like that. He looks like the actor from that like, what was that like Tim Allen movie, where he has like a son that was like raised in like the Amazon or some shit. Remember that movie?
Jumanji?
Or, I mean, I'm too old. No. It's like a Tim Allen movie where he has like a son from
Jungle
the
to
Amazon.
Jungle?
Yeah, Jungle to Jungle. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Doesn't he kind of look like that guy from Jungle to Jungle?
I guess a little bit. I don't know. I just think that he looks really young. He looks like he's 16, but I feel like this guy's in his 40s or something.
Some people just look young, man. Some people have a baby face. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been, you know, somebody who works very hard, but it really feels like he's reached, you know, some kind of, you know, breaking point.
Tesla has only a few weeks left to deliver on Musk's promise that the company would post sustained profits during the third quarter. In an interview with the New York Times last month, Musk said, quote, "This past year has been the most difficult and painful year of my career. It was excruciating."
It's always makes stockholders uncomfortable when the CEO is telling you he's under a lot of stress.
Right, and the chief accounting officer resigning after a month. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be a fucking CEO, you're gonna be under a lot of stress. You know, everyone's a critic, and that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's the same thing with this. You know, it's the Streisand effect. The same.
Get Bolsonaro and Joe Rogan.
That'd be a pretty interesting to watch, but. So that's pretty much it, yeah. So Tesla, and people want to say too, like just because the shares dropped, like doesn't mean like that's not like a permanent thing, you know. It's like he's gonna survive. So, yeah, but what do you think about that? Like, why is this such a huge deal? Like the CEO, and when he smoked it too, when you watch it, he smoked it. He said he literally didn't feel anything. He took like a half of a hit. You know, and everyone is out here like, oh, you know, he's so irresponsible, and I don't know. I can't wait until we just live in a world where I don't know, when marijuana is just seen the same way as alcohol. Honestly, it's just ridiculous.
Well, I prefer that people stop taking alcohol. To be honest, though, I don't think it's beneficial to society.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna always drink alcohol, though. I mean.
I know, but I prefer people move on to more, I don't know, better things. I just think that way, I'm getting a bit too in depth into this, but I just think like too many people use this as a substitute for actual happiness, and it really destroys lives.
Sure, yeah, I mean, people are gonna do that with many things, so I mean, not just that. Sure. So the next video we got for you guys is this one. I thought this was a pretty interesting video because hold on, let me fix the link here because the link is not working. So this is this British TV show, that morning British show, and they had a lady basically talking about her dog is a vegetarian, and then they go to test it out when they have like the meat and vegetables right next to each other, and it's very hilarious. So I'm gonna try to find the part
Mom
here.
should
Let me
never
see.
let you do the cooking.
Find everything they love at Sedano's.
Aren't natural herbivores.
Yes, very good point. No,
Sorry,
they're not.
what did I miss?
Look, I mean,
What's up?
Did I miss something? I had to do something quick.
I just skipped ahead because this video is gonna. This lady is claiming that her dog has turned vegetarian.
Oh no, not one of these.
And then she decided to test her theory live on air, and it's pretty much an epic fail. So I wanted to show you this.
Okay.
to live, and it's far better for our planet. People make these decisions for
This is
a lot of
Australia.
reasons. It's all about choice, and they're making it for cultural reasons, for religious ones,
It's definitely
and for
Australian.
reasons of animal welfare. But the point is that it is a choice, and our pets can't make that choice, as you said at the top of the item. So it is something that we have to be exceptionally careful.
Dogs are natural carnivores, so if you're like if you're trying to make your dog become a vegan or vegetarian, you're literally abusing your dog. Like,
This is
I
just
know.
retarded though, and like the same thing for cats too. Cats are carnivores. There's no way in hell that you can make cats into vegetarians or vegans. So like this is just stupid though. You care about animals, yet you're hurting animals.
Yeah, I mean they don't like, they want to change the facts. They want to change the facts so that I mean especially when it
you
comes
could just teach it to be vegetarian. No, you freaking can't. They have a specific digestive system that works for certain foods.
So yeah, this is pretty hilarious what happens here.
About, and if they can't make the choice, we need to do the fallback, which is rely on natural history, and natural history would dictate that dogs are omnivores. They eat a mixture of meat and plants in order to get all the essential vitamins and minerals.
Well, you
Yes.
say dogs can't make choice, but in this program they can make choice, right, Lucy? So if you don't mind, we've got Charlie here and we've got Alex, and they've got two bowls here, right?
Oh, no.
One is full of vegetables and one is full of meat.
Oh, amen.
Storm,
Right.
Storm, we
When's
hate
my
to put the
letter?
temptation in front of you,
You
but
ready
so
for
would you.
lunch, Storm?
Right?
I'm
Let her go.
Should I let her go?
Let her go.
Oh, she's obviously going to go. Obviously. Oh, you little.
Yeah. And there is natural selection.
Oh, she's checking it out.
You can train your dog. You can pet him and give him reassurance whenever he's eating vegetables and stuff. But that doesn't mean they're going to be a vegan dog or a vegetarian dog. It's pretty hilarious, and this is a pretty. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty.
Well,
pretty
I don't know. I
concrete
guess
issue.
diet is a social construct now.
Yeah, diet is a social construct. Yeah.
Well, in fairness, the weather has cooled down quite dramatically.
Yes, of course it has. Yes, but look, this is a dog acting naturally, I think. In an environment that you're in, where you've got a whole bunch of boys around all eating meat, you can't really assure that she is only eating just vegetables, because clearly she's going to have a few scraps of bacon flying around. She's having a little see, but what she's doing, she's mixing it up. So actually, this is her being an omnivore.
Is there any harm in a dog having a purely vegetarian or vegan diet?
Yes, they can.
Yes.
The one thing that I gleaned from one of my favourite vegans, who's one of my receptionists, I spoke to her about it, and she goes, she wouldn't choose that for her animals because it's so hard to get it right for people. And so for you at home to try and make like a home-cooked diet, or even rely on some of the vegan and vegetarian dog foods on the market, some of them just aren't good enough.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I thought that was just a kind of a funny video where it's like
just retarded.
You have people trying to turn their animals vegan, and yeah, that's essentially what happens. So let's look at this story here. Copy link. Did you see that story of this homeless guy who there was basically like a couple that this couple that like had a GoFundMe to like raise money for this homeless veteran, and they set up the GoFundMe. A whole bunch of people donated. They had a goal think like $10,000. The fund reached $400,000, almost 500, almost half a mil, and they basically like took off with the money.
What?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not surprised. It's like, yeah, like, what do you think is gonna happen with these people? So, but there's a video here, so I'm gonna play it here.
Cool.
This morning, homeless vet Johnny Bobbitt will get all the money a GoFundMe account raised for him for his selfless deed. Bobbitt's story went viral after he gave Kate McClure his last $20 when she ran out of gas in Philadelphia. Kate and her boyfriend then launched a GoFundMe to help Bobbitt out, but they're accused of only handing over $75 of the $400,000 raised for him.
Whoa.
GoFundMe says it backs their platform with a guarantee.
Yeah, and basically they're trying to get the money back because this couple literally like went on like a shopping spree. They had like pictures and videos of them on social media like traveling, like they went to like front row to this concert or to this show or something. Like everyone is really upset at them. They bought like this BMW that they had to repossess and everything. It's like, I don't know, I just thought it was an interesting video. That's why you got to be careful with these like GoFundMes that you see online and with these like causes and stuff. It's like it's very easy to just willy-nilly throw money out there to a cause, but you never know where it's going to, honestly. So
just really, man, the homeless vet, like he tries to be nice, saying, hey, I'll give you the $20 for gas, and then what the hell, like they use like his story like to just raise money and just, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful with, just be careful with where you put your money because you never know what's gonna happen. So
sucks.
So yeah, there's let's look at this one here. I think this we'll spend a good amount of time on this because this has been kind of like a topic that we've had on previous streams.
Okay.
So let me post it here. So this is Vice News making a story. It says most black kids can't swim. It's not just a stereotype, it's history.
Well.
So
Triton Distribution is my distribution company. They have played a huge part in Suicide Bunny's success, in keeping my vendors happy. Just like Suicide Bunny, it's really a perfect marriage because Suicide Bunny is all about doing the best way that
so this has been like the epidemic of
start Triton Distribution.
People calling the police
Wait, hold up, give me a sec.
That was going on with
What's
a
up?
lot of distribution companies throughout the world. You know, whenever we built this place, I looked at it and I
Hold
said,
on, there's an ad on the video we're watching?
Are there any requirements to make e-liquid? Nope. Can I make it in this back room?
Why do I
Can
hear,
make it in
do you
here?
hear that?
That's great, but I'm not going to do that because me as a
Hear
vendor,
what?
I want to know where that product came from.
Yeah, there's
I wanna
like an
know
ad
how that
playing on the
product was made.
video.
I want to know how that product was bottled. I want to know every single thing about that.
Okay, did you close it? Alright, it stopped now. Sorry, it's just like there's like
Why is there an ad on the stream? Hold on, why is there an ad on the live stream?
I don't know. It must be because of I honestly have no idea. And anyways,
all right. So,
yeah, before Cubby skip the ad, skip the ad. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I don't know how that happened because I didn't even notice like there was an ad playing until like, wait, where's this random audio coming from?
Yeah, in the watch together there was no ad, so I do apologize for that guy.
I'm sorry. Am I kind of racist if I'm thinking of the meme? There's a meme out there. It's like this pool is close to the 8.
What meme? What meme are you talking
never
about?
mind. It's a really old. It's a really old joke. I forget about it.
Oh, okay. So now the stream has caught up. All right, cool. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. In the watch together link, there was no ad playing, so I'm I have no idea why that was playing, so I do apologize for that. But yeah,
Yeah.
this video, it's talk. So here, the reason black kids can't swim, I didn't know that they were going to be talking about the videos like the Permit Patty and stuff, where you know, like you know, white people, or I don't know, people just calling the police on black people because they're showing up at pools and stuff. And this was kind of like a trend of the past year and stuff. The first one that went viral was that lady calling the police on those black people in the park for the barbecue. And then, you know, pools was another thing as well. It's so easy to just pull out your phone and start recording. So I thought this was an interesting story, but it's not what I thought it was. So let's continue watching this real quick, and pause it too if you want to talk about it.
I'm just here with my baby, swimming.
Whoa.
This is an American tradition that goes back almost 100 years.
Cleaning chemicals inside the pool in an effort to get the Negroes to leave. During the 1920s.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, no shit, but it's like, okay, you got to be careful with Vice, where it's like, what you guys are showing videos of a black and white video. Most of the time, it's not the people who end up like being those assholes who call the police on people for going to the pool. They have their no one is on their side. The whole internet is against them, you know.
I mean, I don't think it's really that big of a problem anymore, to be honest, though. I mean, yeah, there used to be this stereotype that black people can swim, but it was because they were banned from the pools. But like, that's not really a thing anymore. In fact,
that's not what it's. But that's not why.
Pools in black neighborhoods.
But that's not why it's a stereotype. It's because black people, they have a denser skin, so that is why. Like, because I think they're going to bring up this this statistic showing that black kids drown more often than white kids, and it's not racism. It's just because black people have a denser
you sound
skin,
like a race
and that's
realist
why
right now.
it's true. It's because no, but it is true. I mean, this is just fact. This is
Nah, man,
and
you
that's
sound
why
like
white
a race
people.
realist.
Oh,
JF would yeah, probably.
Yeah. I got JF's approval.
Yeah.
Oh no, well that's why it's white people, they store fat easier. That's why white people can swim better than black people. It's not because of some injustice. It's because of body composition. This is science. I mean, this is, you know, yeah. I mean, it's funny, but it's just the reality. So, and I don't know. Chat saying Vice is very biased. Yes, I know they are very biased, but that's why we react to the videos, just to kind of point that out. And I mean, in no way, shape, or form am I a proponent of Vice. I do think they kind of have gone off the deep end lately with some of their videos. They used to have some interesting videos back in the day, but most of it is now like kind of propaganda and some bullshit. So, but let's continue watching this here.
In the 1930s, when cities opened up large resort-like pools, they permitted males and females to use them together. And it was at that point that white swimmers and public officials imposed racial segregation. Most whites did not want black men to interact with white women at such intimate public spaces.
Legally, pools were desegregated after World War II, sometimes by court order. But integration on paper is one thing, cultural integration is another. And just like what happened in public schools, a lot of white people rejected it. And that...
See what they're doing. Like I said, black kids can't swim. It's not because the white supremacist society is blocking them from swimming. Yes, there are assholes out there who call the police on black people for swimming in their pools. No, that is not why black people can't swim. And that's the narrative that they're trying to show in this video. And I knew it. And it's always some sort of victimization, right? And that's the bullshit I hate.
Passed down from generation to generation. Because of African Americans' more restricted access, swimming did not become a broadly popular activity among black families within black communities.
My grandparents couldn't swim because of segregation. When I was growing up, the only access...
Your grandparents couldn't swim because of segregation. Okay, interesting.
I had to a pool was for summer camp.
Desria Holmes made swimming a priority for her family. Her daughter Madison and her son Mason are both enrolled in a program launched by USA Swimming that aims to get a more diverse group of young people in the water.
3, flip, go!
64% of black kids have little to no swimming ability, compared to 40% of white kids. And this has real consequences. A CDC report found that black kids are 5.5 times more likely to drown in a swimming pool than white kids.
It's not because of segregation. It is because of what I said. Does it make sense what I was saying, by the way, about body composition?
I don't know, man. That sounds like some race realism stuff. That sounds like something, you know, JF would say.
Dude, I was taught this in my science classroom, but like a long time ago.
Yeah, your professor was probably JF.
Yeah, my professor was JF. Any race, hey, not all race realists are JF, so
sure.
But yeah, like I don't understand this narrative. The lady has her family. This black lady has her family. Yeah, if you want your kids to swim, you enroll them in a program. There you go. You know, they're showing these statistics. Every time they break out the statistics, I'm like, okay, so how are we going to frame? You can look at any statistics and kind of frame any kind of narrative you want. So now they're framing the narrative that because of segregation, which segregation has, segregation is like from the 60s. What kids now? This lady didn't grow up during segregation. This mom that they're showing here. So what are you talking about in terms of, you know, people not knowing how to swim and everything? It doesn't really make sense.
When I saw the opportunity for my daughter to swim, and then my parents were able to see their granddaughter swim, they were actually crying because no one in our family swims like Madison. No one.
You can't really escape water no matter where you go.
David Goggins as well. Do you know who David Goggins is, or you ever heard of that?
No.
David Goggins, he's like a retired Navy SEAL. He was like he makes like a lot of motivational videos as well. He was all podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's a retired Navy SEAL, and he said it himself that black people, it is harder for black people to swim because of body composition. And that was one of the reasons. He was overweight, he was out of shape, he didn't know what he wanted to do with his life, he was a failure in his life. So he went to do the hardest thing possible for himself, which he is black too. So he went to do the hardest, he went to the hardest branch of the military for him, which was the Navy SEALs, which is being in the water, learning how to swim and everything to overcome that. So it's not saying like, oh, because you have this body composition, that means that, you know, it's just a lost cause for you. Same thing with white people. White people store fat easier. That's why, you know, white people are more likely to be obese. Is it some sort of racial injustice? Is it some sort of segregation and, you know, too much white people are too rich, so they're eating all the junk food? Like, no, it's just just because white people store more fat on, you know, their body composition stores more fat than black people, doesn't mean that all white people are fat. You could get up and exercise, you won't be fat. Eat right and you won't be fat. But yeah, you are more likely to be fat if you're white. You know, that's just
diets are racist.
Yeah, diets are racist, I know. It's like that video where I made where this lady was saying how black women are overweight and obese because of racism. It's like, bitch, please. Yeah, that's what they literally said. It was like, and it was a TED Talk too.
I mean, to be fair, in like some black neighborhoods, you're less likely to find like locally grown food and, you know, grocery stores like Whole Foods and stuff. So, but there's plenty of like places to get soul food and 7-Elevens and whatnot. So, maybe there's a little bit of truth to that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, when you, I understand what you're saying. I understand the perspective you're trying to say. But they literally was saying that racism was ingrained in their bones, and that's why black women are overweight. That's what they were saying. They weren't bringing up this thing about, I know what you're talking about, like food deserts where there's no grocery stores and stuff in certain neighborhoods.
Yeah.
That's not what this was about. They're literally saying racism was in their, like, racial injustice was in their bones, and that's why black women were overweight. That's literally what the video was. They were saying. So.
Yeah.
But I understand your perspective of what you're saying, and that is true about like the food deserts and, you know, how certain neighborhoods, they don't have, you know, the right grocery stores. They just have convenience stores and liquor stores, and, you know, that's not going to promote a healthy neighborhood and a healthy society. So I definitely get that perspective.
Swimming changed my life a lot. It taught me that I can be who I want to be. I don't have to be afraid of others, that I can do anything I really want to do.
Children, they either wrestle or play football or do some type of athleticism. And Madison is like, but I'm a swimmer. I'm different.
There you go. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing, showing how, yeah, if you want to go do something, you know, putting kids in activities, you know, but when they're here trying to frame this narrative that black kids can't swim, most black kids can't swim, it's not just a stereotype, it's history. It's not because of racial segregation, it is because of body composition. So, but this is, I know this is just typical Vice with their racial propaganda. I mean, they're not the only ones doing this stuff, so. Did you have any closing thoughts on that video or that?
I don't know.
Nothing much.
No.
This is something I want to get your opinion on. Let me play this here.
So weird that there was like an ad playing earlier. Gotta be more.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. So I do apologize for that ad, guys.
Yeah.
I have the stream open another tab, but I saw that playing. I was like, what is going on?
Some sad news from the music world. The rapper Mac Miller is dead at the age of just 26. The Pittsburgh native's real name was Malcolm McCormick. He's known for songs including Self-Care, Loud, and Smile Back. He also wrote a song titled Donald Trump all the way back in 2011. TMZ reports the rapper died of an apparent overdose and was found dead at his Los Angeles area home. He previously dated the pop star Ariana Grande. The pair broke up back in May. Miller reportedly had a history of substance abuse. He was arrested for a DUI in May after crashing his car. Just yesterday, the rapper tweeted out that he was excited for his tour to start next month.
Oh.
That is. So did you hear about that?
I heard about Mac Miller's. Yeah, that he passed away.
His death.
Actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it was, and, you know, anytime there's a celebrity death like this, you know, everyone obviously comes out the woodwork to talk about it. I mean, I'm talking about it now. I mean, don't get me, but the problem with this, you know, it kind of did hit home to me because I'm about to turn 26 and I'm, you know, was born in the same year as Mac Miller, and I liked his music as well. It is kind of weird that, you know, this happened, but this is what drugs to do. This is what drugs happen. Everyone is on social media saying, "Oh, this is sad. How can this happen?" It's like it's drugs. I mean, that's what happens when people aren't invincible. You know, I saw a photo of him, like Adam 22 from No Jumper posted like a photo that he took of Mac Miller like a month ago, and this dude looked like out of his mind. Like he looked like so high, like on some kind of drugs where he couldn't even open his eyes all the way. So I mean, when you really start finding out the truth about what happened, how did this happen, you're honestly not really surprised of why it happened. So yeah, and you know, and something too is, I just think that, I don't know, I just think that's why that's the whole point of this show, guys. That's the whole point of this, is to help people, and anyone who's having issues as well, you can reach out. Of course, Classy has posted his link in the Discord and everything, and you know, it's good to have perspective and see what's going on, because you know, you never know never know what's gonna happen. You never know what could happen. So, yeah, I just thought that was I just wanted to briefly touch upon that. I think we got like 2 more videos here. Yeah, 2 more videos. Yeah. So, just to lighten the mood here, let's check this out.
You're gonna play another ad?
No, I'm not gonna play another ad.
What is it?
Let me make sure.
Whoa. Oh, I gotta go to China now.
Yeah, so apparently this teacher, she, on the first day of school, wanted to introduce her class with the ceremonial pole dancing.
That's like a whole thing.
Look how happy those freaking kids are. Look how happy these boys are.
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
look
bro.
like they're having a grand old time. It's like all they need is a pint of beer, and I'm just kidding. I don't condone alcohol consumption for children. I don't. As a joke. Come on, as a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't see the problem with it. It's like, yeah, I mean, you guys want to, you know, if the principal wants to make, you know, have a pole dance, I mean, why not? So,
Wait, that's the principal, not even the teacher. It was the principal. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was the principal. It's like, yeah, my principal's a bitch, man. I want this principal. So yeah, of course, we got the Debbie Downers wanting to pull kids out of the school. It's like, all right.
Like ice.
That's a bomb-ass principal, man. I don't know why they're freaking going after. It's like, come on. You know? What I mean, what do you think? What do you think about this? Honestly, if you had it, I mean, what's the big deal? I don't see the big deal. I mean, it's not like she's stripping. It's just a pole dance.
I mean, I kind of want to enroll in that school now. I don't know how old do you have to go. How old do you have to be to go to a Chinese preschool now? Or I can at least work in a school. I'll work as a janitor, custodian.
Yeah, all the way in China.
I mean,
she needs to bring her She needs to bring her talents to America, man. We need to make America.
Sorry, repeat that again. You cut out.
I said she needs to bring her talents to America. We need to make America great again.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like these are the type of immigrants we need.
Exactly, man. Like we need some hard principals. You know, she's wanted to teach kids and be a principal. You know, she just wanted to do a simple pole dance. I don't understand. I don't see the issue, to be honest.
Damn. Oh, that sucks. Shoot.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Come to America. Come to America.
Yeah, exactly. So she got fired. So, all right, guys. So this, I think, will be the last video unless you have anything classic. I didn't see you post anything in the Discord. So
I have a video here, but I didn't post in the Discord yet.
Yeah, post in the Discord so I can. I'll put yeah. I guess play your video now because actually I have 2 more to play.
Oh, you want me to play the video now? Okay.
Yeah, play it. Yeah, play it now.
Okay, hold up. Let me get the link. Wait, did I delete it? No.
I don't know.
Hold up. Oh, never mind. Oh, I see. Wait, did he post it in, oh, okay, there we go, sorry. I was worried, I was like, did I delete the chat? Sorry.
You can never delete the chat. The chat will never be deleted.
There we go. Stream topics, paste. So yeah, there you go.
What the hell is this?
Just play it, man, just play it.
Alright, one moment.
I hope people are watching the stream. It's a pretty good stream.
This is what you wanted to watch? You want to watch
just keep playing.
You want to watch the Hunchback of Notre Dame, like, get angry at a trumpet player?
Yeah.
This. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen. Is he saying like he sucks at playing the trumpet?
Yeah, he is.
He's like, I've been playing for 41 years. You. It's like, okay. Honestly, dude, I would wait for this fucking guy to just lay one hand on me, and then it would just be on. Like that. Then I just have the permission to just go off. Like,
oh man.
Seriously, dude. Like, why are you bothering this guy? Like, honestly, why are you bothering this guy?
Like, even if he sucks, just let him suck. Whatever. Like.
And that's what when you see people act like this, when you see people who are angry and vindictive and stuff, it's usually because it's a self-reflection that they hate their lives or they hate themselves, and that's why they're acting like this. So Jesus Christ, dude, this is a... How dare you? This is why I love the internet too, is because before the times of like social media and smartphones and stuff, we will never know that these incidents happen, and now we get to see people just act a fucking fool.
Yeah.
And I love it. Dude, he looks like a character in like a fucking cartoon or something. Like he doesn't look normal.
You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are? Maybe everybody else wants to enjoy the peace and quiet. This is one of the most important places in all of North America. Who are you? Who are you? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You're no artist. An artist respects the silence and serves as the foundation of creativity. You obviously don't have the talent. You don't have enough respect for yourself or other people, or in what it is to express yourself. In music, or any other form of creativity.
Why are you making me watch this dude like this? This guy is such a hateful...
Why? Yeah, why is it always the short people that do this sort of stuff? Like,
Short
not that I'm
people?
anti-short people. I love short people, but you know, it's normally not 6 feet individuals.
Yeah, because short people are angry. You ever heard of a Napoleon complex?
Napoleon.
You know what that is? You know what that is, right?
I might have heard of it before.
Napoleon complex is named after Napoleon Bonaparte, and that's why he and that's why they say Napoleon Bonaparte was like an angry short man who would like always he would adjust the seat on his horse to look taller than everybody, and he would only like ride on his horse, and that's why he wanted to conquer all this stuff, because they have a complex. People who are men who are, especially men, I mean, not really with women. Women it doesn't really matter, but with men especially, men who are short, like yeah, they have a fucking raw deal in life because they're angry. They're gonna be angry. They have to compensate. That's why if you see a short dude jump out of or you see a big truck rolling down the highway, and then the truck stops at, you know, and then you see the person get out, it's usually like a short guy. It's like I mean, that's true. That's true. It's because they're trying to compensate.
Yo, you sound ableist right now, man.
I don't give a fuck.
Tiffany, and I'm an NYU film school graduate.
Damn.
See,
NYU film school.
You know, that's why you have, yeah. You're saying like, why do short people? They're the angry and the vindictive. Yeah, it's this dude is out here. Yeah, he's out here. Anytime someone is like saying where they graduated from and where, like what degree they get, and like out in the open on the streets, usually they're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, and this guy is obviously a piece of shit. I want to see what happens at the end of this though.
Sucker, and the School of Visual Arts, and the Academy of Art University in San Francisco. You suck. You're a no talent. If you really had talent, go practice and to get yourself a gig instead of ruining the end of the day for everybody down here. You disgrace. You're everything that's gone wrong in this world. You're a self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit. And I've earned my right to say it. Okay? I had 200,000 people who built it.
This dude is literally like an angry back. Like, holy shit.
I want to know what's in the back, though. Was it his groceries? I feel bad. You know, like, he probably had some pretty good kosher food. I don't know.
I feel bad that this dude is, like, literally, like, anytime I see someone get that upset, like, when people are, like, upset at me and, like, freaking out at me for no reason, I honestly don't even get mad. I usually feel bad for them. It's like, dude, like, what? How much does your life suck to let something like this just control you and consume you? It
sucks.
In 1975, I walked Bob Dylan up on stage.
Oh,
who the fuck
damn.
Are you? I knew the Grateful Dead from 1966. Who the fuck are you?
Whoa, he said he knew the Grateful Dead and Bob Dylan. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he did deserve his right to speak. No, he doesn't. I'm sorry. That doesn't mean anything. Doesn't give you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Where it's like he has to name drop other people. Yeah, I mean we're doing an armchair psychology to this angry dwarf, and now because of the internet, everyone knows who he is.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been on a stream with Sandre. You know, I'm just joking.
Okay, well, he's a dwarf.
No, I'm not saying Sandre's a dwarf. I don't know. He's like one of those like channels that's been around for a long time. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, just joking.
You nothing. You nothing.
You are nothing.
You are nothing, and you will never be anything.
Whoa.
Never. How dare you? How dare you? You miserable, mediocre nothing. Shame on you.
Dude, what the fuck am I watching? And I love it too when people like this, he's going off like this, and he's gonna walk away thinking like he's the man. Like he just told that guy off.
I showed him.
Yeah, I showed him. Meanwhile, everyone is seeing this shit on the internet and is laughing at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You crack, stupid little smile. You little pimp. Go learn to play. Go learn to play. You're flat. You can't even carry a fucking note. I don't care about your little, like, horn lip. It doesn't mean that you know how to play. You're flat.
You ever heard that expression, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now.
I'm trained classically. I'm trained contemporaneously. And you suck. No! No! No!
Okay. Why did you subject me to this guy? That little face he made at the end, the thumbnail is that video. That was pretty classic.
Yeah.
All right, so will be the final video of the night then, just to wrap up the show, guys. If you guys are liking the stream, by the way, please make sure to give us a like. Please join the Discord if you ever guys want to join the show and put some videos for us to react to as well. Yeah, we'd greatly appreciate it. So yeah. So this video, I thought this was pretty interesting. I just want to see what you think. So this was a lion. People are on a safari.
Hold up, pause it. There's a freaking ad or something. Hold up, let me fix this.
Upload your resume.
Yeah, guys, sorry about the ad. It's really weird because on the Watch Together link, we don't see this ad, but apparently the ad is playing for you guys. So just let it play. Just let it play because it was about to end.
Yeah, it ended.
All right, there you go. So yeah, guys, I'm not sure what's going on there, but please bear with us for the technical difficulties. So yeah, this is pretty scary. Check this out. They're so dumb too. It's like, what do you think is gonna happen? Look how, like, I would not go in a little golf cart. This looks like one of the little cars or some shit that, like, when you go to Disneyland that takes you to the park. Like, there's no protection, there's no nothing. We're just gonna fucking stroll up right to a line. Ooh, I wonder what's gonna happen. Sounds like Italian.
Hey.
Yeah, they think it's
just
funny.
Wants to play.
Yeah, they want to play.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure this lion is like trained to be friendly around people and stuff.
Dude, it doesn't matter if it's trained. You can train a lion its whole life to, like, be whatever, to be submissive, to be okay around humans. They have instinct. They have an animal instinct that's ingrained in them. Like, if you're around this lion and if you get scared, they can sense your fear. If you get scared and try to, like, get away from the lion really quickly, they will sense your fear and just out of animal instinct just fucking bite your head off or swipe with their claws. Yeah, dude, I'm serious. Alright, it's not Italian. It sounds more Russian or... Yeah, that's really dumb.
Well, come on, man. I mean, look, it just wants to play around with these people. It's a friendly lion.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt.
To be fair, how do you play with a lion? Like, there are probably certain things you can't do. Like, I don't know if I could even touch its mane.
There's probably certain things, what?
There are probably certain things you can't do with a lion that, you know.
Yeah, you shouldn't be fucking with the lion just willy-nilly in a golf. That's what you shouldn't do.
Yeah. Failure terminated, says crazy white people. I mean, yeah. Bye, little lion.
This has to be some Russia or some, like, crazy,
In Soviet Russia, lion play with you.
Yeah, I think this is RT, so I think this is, yeah, there's some crazy shit that they do in Russia where it's like they don't give a fuck. Like, you know, they you ever seen in Russia? They literally have like between like kids like under 10 years old.
Yeah.
It's insane. But did you have any other videos, dude?
I guess that's it. Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. If you've enjoyed the stream, make sure to like the video. Make sure to record if you want to.
Should I play the ad?
No, don't play that shit, dude.
Okay.
Don't play it. Yeah, I know how much you like to make fun. It's enough.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, join our Discord. It's in the chat. You can check the chat replay too if you guys are watching this later for the link of the Discord. It's also in the description, of course. If you didn't like the stream, like I said, make sure to leave us a like, and we will see you guys next Saturday. And yeah, any other questions, leave it down below. And of course, you can follow our Twitter. Our Twitters are in the description as well. And like I said, join the Discord, because that is growing, and we are getting more people. Who knows? Maybe we'll have another little debate or some debate or conversation we had earlier in the week about something else as well. Because I know these Saturday streams are kind of like more laid back and chill, just watching dumb stuff on the internet. So, but yeah, guys, that has been it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Until then, stay classy.